Nee, nichts bekommen.
Ah,
Hab
schade.
auch nichts im Inventar. Ein Wüstenbild. Ah, doch, hier. Schatzsuchers Klamotten.
So,
Treasure
da.
Seekers Garb. Blue.
Ach, das ist doch diese normalen, die war ja Treasure Seekers. Welche Farbe hast du bekommen?
Blue. Blau.
Ja, blau habe ich auch gerade an.
Aber wo sind meine anderen Klamotten? Bestimmt in der Kiste zu Hause.
So, das komische Programm, da habe ich jetzt drauf.
Also Infinity of Light hat uns darum geboten, dann im Raid-Call miteinander zu quatschen und nicht übers CS.
Natürlich.
Okay.
Ach, dann lasst er mich wieder allein. Toll.
Ja, dann komm doch einfach mal mit. Keine Pussy. Na los, komm.
Ich mag sowas nicht. Das ist sowas wie gezwungen, irgendwo dann zu sein, zuzuhören und so. Das ist ja fast wie Raid, ey. Oh Gott, da habe ich keine Lust mehr drauf.
Okay.
Also magst du mehr Call of Duty?
Okay. Ja, das wäre natürlich nett.
Nein, Call of Duty habe ich nie gespielt.
Also...
Ich auch nicht.
Ich habe einen YouTube-Channel, sind aber also nur Guild Wars 2 musikalische Videos aus dem MMO Guild Wars 2 zu sehen. Ist ja aber vielleicht auch interessant für manche Leute. Ansonsten habe ich Twitter, aber ich benutze es eigentlich nicht so oft. Jetzt vielleicht hier ein bisschen durch das Spiel. Habe ich öfter schon mitbekommen, dass das hier viel genutzt wird. Keine Ahnung.
Ja, wie die ganzen Amerikanern, Steffi. Die
Aber
benutzen halt
ich
viel
bin
Twitter.
eigentlich nicht so der Mensch, der jeden Mist
I
von
have a
sich
puppy dog
twittert.
that is sure she belongs
Hab
on
mir
my
gerade
lap.
einen Käse gemacht, lol. Nee. Muss nicht
War
sein.
doch eher Instagram, oder? Die haben doch mal ihr Essen gepostet.
Das war mit den Bildern, ja.
Okay,
Aber auf Twitter hast du es dann auch noch jedem erzählt.
got everything cleaned up.
Das ist ja auch wichtig.
Ja, total.
Die Welt möchte wissen, wann du dir ein Käsebrot machst.
Ha, ich habe mir ein Käsebrot gemacht. Guck mal, so sah mein Käsebrot dann hinterher aus. Lasch.
Oh, 10 Minuten.
Okay, die Höhle ist clear. Gehen wir mal raus. Fantales, gehst du mit dahin?
Ja.
Oh Gott.
Siehst du nicht mal Airpost so rum wie
Hey,
du?
Myro.
Ich klinge zwar wie eine Kartoffel, wenn ich anfange Englisch zu sprechen, aber das ist mir
Du
dann
musst
auch
ja nicht
egal.
Englisch quatschen. du
Yes.
brauchst ja nur zuhören.
Is everybody in your guild German?
Yeah. It's a German guild.
I was wondering because the Landmark Exiles is all different, all from different places.
Oh, okay. We
Oh,
want
just
to
wondering.
have a small community because we are from the community Seraphine.
Oh, so y'all are all like real life friends?
Not like real life friends, but we play often together. So we joined in a group on Landmark.
Yeah, that's just kind of odd to me because it's like Germany can't be that big.
Germany is big.
Big.
But
Germany's
Germany's
big.
big.
Compared to
Oh,
Holland.
man,
That's big.
But
I'm used to
But
the
there
South
are
of the United
also
States,
people
so
from
it's kind of
Switzerland and Austria,
there isn't
don't
much
forget
that's
that.
as big as. the
One
United States.
second, Infinity. Also ich muss mich jetzt mit dem TS muten, ist scheiße, wenn ihr dazwischen labert, da verstehe ich kein Wort.
Jo.
Tennessee, Kentucky,
Sounded
and
muted.
Alabama all mixed together in
Okay,
the
I'm back.
size of Arizona.
Yeah. But you're the size of Arizona. I mean, it's not like, you couldn't go visit each other pretty easily.
Yeah, well, Germany is small, but you can visit everyone easily, and Are you from America or from where?
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't America all outlands or outback and stuff like this, and
No.
some plants and trees?
We have various climates. We have desert, we have mountain,
Fat
jungle.
people. Sorry, I had to.
Wow.
I think we were just insulted.
What did we insult you?
I heard bad people.
Oh no, fat.
Yeah, fat people, not bad people.
Fat people.
Oh, bad people. Yeah. Oh, that's okay.
No,
That's
fat.
okay.
Oh, no.
You know, all the pictures I've ever seen of the Burgermeisters and the Fraulines that work in the pubs and stuff, they're all big.
Oh, yeah. That's true, though.
And that's the impression that people get of Germany before they, or that area before they actually see anything that's realistic. Which I think is a shame.
Shame, indeed.
I will be first to recognize the fact that probably 80% of the U.S. population is overweight.
Yeah, and the other 20% are criminals.
Yeah, they run from the police a lot, so they're in good shape.
Yeah. Oh, the police is another topic. Oh, I don't want to talk about the police in America.
No.
Really? Wow.
Take
As
their
much
fruit.
as I hate the police, and I hate the police, I think our police are probably more fair than most countries' police are.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not gonna get into this. I'm gonna go think.
I know what Germany's like. I've been there. So
Hello.
Hi, MissMadOwl.
Hi ho. How are you?
We are quiet.
Is someone near so I can teleport
Yeah, you
to
can
him?
teleport to me or Infinity of Light or... yeah.
Alright. I short have to restart the game.
Okay.
Okay. Looks like we're about ready to start. Try not to do too much typing because I'm having to type over the dog. He's sitting on my lap. But
class start yet?
Just about to.
Okay, I'm coming.
Okay. Nice to see all the guild names. That's cool. Okay. Yeah. I don't know why my puppy doesn't generally sit in my lap during class. She generally doesn't like me having to reach over her to type. So I'm not too sure why she's decided today that sitting in my lap is a good thing. Tilt it down so you can see a picture. See her.
Does it say I'm in a guild?
It says you're in Majestic Kindred.
Really?
Yeah.
But I can't even open the guild window. I didn't accept that as
It's in. The guild window's in.
in. Yeah, it doesn't work. And if I go to the landmark icon in the left bottom and I try to click guild, it says thingy UI dot guild G, but not working.
Working as intended. Not.
Is it? I'm sure that'll be fixed.
Okay. Well, we'll get started now. Looks like everybody's here. We'll get to working on how to make circles. There's two different main ways of making circles. One is the sphere technique, and one is the pixel circles. The pixel circles are what this is the part of it. And for those of you who haven't seen the whole thing, you can actually come over here and look up. And the whole tornado template is up here. The tornado template includes diameters from 6 to 85. And you're welcome to come and copy the template. It is... I would suggest, though, if you copy it in sections and not copy it as a whole, because it's a really difficult thing to put down. So if you copy it in sections, you can put down whichever part that you need of it, and you need it. When I copied it in tens. If you can see the white with the gray on it is like that's 10. The next one is 20. It marks the 10s. And the black with the gray on it is the 5s. And, as you can see, the whites are evens, the blacks are odds. It's done by diameter, and you're totally welcome to copy as much or as little of it as you want. We'll have class downstairs. I just wanted to show you all that so you can see the whole thing. It's pretty impressive. I actually like it. I think it's pretty cool just to have here. We actually made stalactites out of them. But I brought this section down here. What? Oh, hello. This section down here is 20 to 30. And I brought it down so we can have something to pull off of while we're doing the class. Okay. The pixel circle. Oh, I'll show you. If you are, if you need to create a pixel circle, you can go online. Just go on to whatever your Google, Bing, or whatever your search engine is, and type in pixel circle generator, and it'll give you the shape that you need. You put in the dimensions of the circle, and actually you can do ovals that way as well. But we're working on circles here, so you can put in the dimensions, your diameter for your circle, your width and your height for your circle, and it'll give you the pixelization of the circle, which you can then just use your regular add tool to make. So you just go in and do a like, you know, your standard is just like this. It's your standard 4x4 circle, and you just go through and you just make the shape that it shows you. It can be tedious. It's the reason why I have the template. But if you need something larger than an 85, then you can always go on there and do that and create it that way. So I'm going to back out of that. And so what we're going to do is we're going to make a 21. I'm going to try this time making it with an actual 21, because last time, I know before all of the Roman vectors, my 21s didn't come out, my odds didn't come out well this way. But I'm going to try it this time. And you can do it with the single voxel ring. I'm going the ring using the sphere technique. It has to be at least 2 or it doesn't come out well at all. And you rip your sphere cut to be 3. 2 works, 3 is actually better. And the more you have on it for your sphere technique, the better. It's not as rounded. It'll be a little bit wobbly, but I'll show you that. Compared to the other one. But that's why I show both techniques, because both techniques have their ups and downs to them. If you're not wanting to make a circle that has a center in it, then you're probably going to want to go with the sphere technique. If you don't want to cut out the center, the pixel technique I think is a little bit easier when you're dealing with the center cutouts. But there, I just added another layer, and you can keep adding layers. You can fill it in too. But I'm gonna try and make this. I've just added a layer to this one so that when we compare it to the other one, it's more equal. So we're gonna take this now that we've got the extra layer added into it, and we're going to stack it. Now, I'm going to place my mouse on the side of this first circle here. And then I'm going to use my mouse and my tab key to line it up. I do that because when I place it down, then it stays still. The yellow box stays still. If I was doing it with my mouse, then when I placed it down, my yellow box would move. And then I'd have to move it again. So this way I just have to use my scroll and go up. So we are wanting 7 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're doing a stack of 7. And we are going to select all but the top and the bottom. You're going to select the center 5. Okay. And we're going to use our regular smooth on it. We're going to smooth it 7 times. Regular, not controlled smooth, a regular smooth. And then we're going to select out the center cut of the circles. Like that. And I'm going to put it up here. So I'm going to do the other one and so we can compare it. Okay. Now, to make the sphere, takes about as many steps. If you already have your pixel circle template, this takes almost as many steps to do. So what we do here is we're going to make a box 21 by 21 by 21. So make sure your dimensions say 21 by 21 by 21. Then you're going to click on your add tool. And you see my cube in default. My add tool in default is a cube shape. So I want it to be a circle shape, so sphere shape. So I'm going to press my C key. It will turn it into a circle. Now I'm going to move my circle over to the box to where my box turns yellow. And I'm going to hold down shift and click on the box. That gives me a 21 diameter sphere. I'm going to make sure that it's not going to run into my wall or anything. Then I'm going to hit my check mark. That's now a 21 diameter sphere. Now, I am going to make a second box. I can cut out the center of the sphere because I want to be able to have this center cut. So I'm going to have to cut out the middle of the sphere. So I'm going to take a 17. I'm going to do a 17 by 17 by 17 box. And this time I'm going to use the delete tool. Again, make sure that's in circle mode, it's in sphere mode. And then hold down shift and click on the box. And that's the selection box, that's your selection tool. Now this part is a little difficult. Something happened? This part's going to be a little difficult because you need to tweak this circle into the center of the other one. Of your 21, its sphere into the center of your 21 diameter sphere. And you might have a little problem lining it up. So just work with it, move around, check, and see. So I line my camera up with the with the front and the arrows that are pointing to me and away from me, and make sure that it's as much centered as I can, and then I go to another side and do the same thing. Because though it looks right on one side, it's not necessarily going to look right on another. Then you check your top, make sure that it's centered. Make sure you check it from at least 3 sides to make sure it's centered correctly. And then you're going to hit your check mark. And you'll know it worked right if your loop said that you received such and such. Well, mine says I received 2,553 dirt out of the center. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cut out of this. So, because it's an odd diameter, you should be able to cut exactly in the center here. You're going to just cut a slice out of the center. And I'm cutting it this direction because my other circle is sitting this direction. So when I move it out, I don't have to turn it. When I copy it out, I'm not going to turn it. But you can do it around the middle, you can do it any direction as long as it's the center, it's a center cut. You're going to do your Control C to cut, Control V to paste. And we're going to set this one right in front of your other one so you can see the differences. Now, I'm going to do something that we used to call the obsidian test. I want to turn these into obsidian. Why I do that is because obsidian shows glitches a lot better because it's shiny. Rubicite, the shiny rubicite will do it, but we had obsidian way before we had shiny obsidian, before we had shiny rubicite, so we always did it in polished obsidian. So I'm going to change both of these to polished obsidian. So you can see without any messing with it, the differences and how smooth they are. Now, if you can see on this, this one back here, it's smooth, but the circle is actually a little wobbly compared to the nice circle edges you get with the sphere technique. But the problem you get with the sphere technique is these glitches in the circle itself. Now you can do a little bit to fix that using the line tool. This is called the line tool repair, which we do all the time on everything. Anything that's flat, that is standard, has a standard side on it or a default side, you can use the line tool on. And it'll take out a little bit of this wobbliness. Won't take all of it out, but maybe enough that you'll be more happy with using it. It still doesn't totally like it.
Should the line tool be 1 by 1 or 2 by 2?
Because you're using it on a circle, you'll need it 1 by 1.
Okay.
Not need to do that. And to use the line tool. See, that one comes almost all the way out. See, that top one almost pulled it all out. And there's a little warp still there on that one side. The line tool is one of the repair techniques. There are quite a few repair techniques. One is copying and pasting, which I'll show you here to do that as well. Let me get this other side first. Actually, I'm gonna show you one other technique first. One is you get one side the way you want it, and you do what we call an extrusion technique, where you paste it behind itself. Basically, it will take the information that's on this side and kind of paste it onto the other side. Make this side and the other side kind of look the same. First, I'm going to line it up. And then I'm going to make it go back one, so that the surface that I want is matched up with the surface in the back. Good. Then I'm going to copy the front selection out again. As you see, the front and the back are equal. So the point in which I fixed up here is a little bit fixed on the other side as well. Since that's the better corner, I'm going to copy that corner out and do a rotate on it to fix the other sides. This type of manipulation you will use on everything. These are just how we manipulate the shapes to get something that's smooth. Or smoother, actually, because this one's not going to come out totally smooth, but it will be a lot smoother than it was. Okay. No, it's not perfect. You got to, near perfect. It's still, the circle's real nice, and your warps are not too bad. If you paint it in a wood or in some stone, you're not going to have near as much problem with the look of the warps. The warps are going to be there, but as I said, this is the obsidian test. Obsidian's going to show warps. So, as I said, you have your few techniques. You've got your line tool technique. You have your copying technique. And the other technique is using reactors, but that is advanced. That's when you start getting into the advanced stuff. As I said, you come over here and you look at this at the pixel circle, which doesn't have the perfect outside, but has a more perfect inside. And this technique has the more rounded outside, but has the glitches in it, the warps in it. Those are going to be your differences. So when you're deciding to make circles, and you now see the two different techniques and how they're going to come out. Now, you can also make stairs with these. And I learned yesterday that steps we used to have to go through to make stairs, we don't have to anymore because of the growing vectors. Let me see if I can find a space we can sit so we can do stairs. So I'm taking a quarter, well, not exactly a quarter out of this. Just do a little arc out of this. You can't really do more than a quarter or you end up having other problems with it. Hoping this works today because it worked yesterday. Okay, the mirroring on this is not wanting to work now. It's not mirroring the right direction like it's supposed to. Generally, you mirror it and you put it back down. And for some reason, the mirroring's not wanting to work. So the problem you have when you have patches is they change things and it doesn't always make things work correctly. We'll bypass doing the stairs because there's a lot of other steps that we can do to make the stairs work better. Firewall has a video on it you can see if you want. Now, those are regular circles, regular spheres. That gives you a lot to play with there. Another thing we did the other day, and we can go upstairs and look at it. I'll take y'all upstairs for this because the checkerboard's upstairs. This is something you'll want to use checkerboard for. We are going to make designs with circles. So I'm going to create a pixel circle. And I'm just going to create a regular one because I want one smaller than the 6 diameter. I'm going to go back to my default block and I'm going to make the 4 diameter, which is 2, 4, 4, and 2. Just like that. I'm going to do the same, making the same technique we use for smoothing the pixel circle. I'm going to stack it 7 times. As you see, because I didn't have the mouse in the right place, I'm having to translate it back into place again. And stack it as 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to take the middle 5. Like that, and I'm going to smooth them. If I don't hit the wrong thing. I'm going to smooth it 6 times. And I'm going to take the center slice out of it. Now this isn't going to be a pretty circle. This is not meant to be. This we are doing so we can play with some design stuff. Set this on the top of my checkerboard floor over here. I'm not going to set it into the floor. I'm going to set it onto the floor. Just like that. And make sure you have paste with air on. because you want the air around it as well. Nithil is stating that everyone is welcome in the raid channel, even we don't have class. Never tried using glass yet, so I don't know how using glass would help everything. Claudius, great. You can join whenever. Can you paste a pixel? I don't know. You might want to try it. Tell me what you come up with. You can paste a pixel circle into a sphere circle and uncheck the paste with air. I haven't tried it, but you can try it and see. Okay, with this I'm going to copy out just the checkerboard here and bring it up. This is the design you come out with. This is something that Domino showed in her class the other day. I thought it was really interesting, so I decided to play with it. Now you want to paste it down onto a checkerboard, because the checkerboard is going to give you it's going to show you what the surrounding voxels are doing. And it's going to warp up and down a little bit. Now, this is when you go back to your line tool technique to correct. Because if you want to use this as a floor, it needs to be flat. So you're going to go back and you're just going to line tool over the top to bring your bring all of the shapes back to the default side, so that your floor, if you were going to put this on the floor, your floor would stay nice and flat. You'll see it's not perfect, but it's got some potential into it. So what you're going to do is you're going to find what you like about it, and you're going to copy what you like. So I say I like this one right here. So I'm going to copy and paste this around. Make sure I get into the correct translate mode.
My tile looks beautiful.
This is the essence of just playing with designs. And you find what you like, and copy it and paste it. And then find what you like next and copy and paste it. You can recolor it And I just keep it in black and white until I get the design I want, and then I paint it, because paint is really great in this game. If you need to pick up a color, if you want a color but you don't know what the color is, but you see it somewhere, you go into you click on your paint tool and then hold the Alt key down, and it turns into this. It has a block with a light coming off the top of it. Now, where that light is pointing will be the color that it'll pick up. So you left click on it, and it will change your material to that material. So I want the white, so I changed it to white. I can paint back in, so you can see how that happened. It's not exactly the same all the way around. There's still, I can decide, do I want, let's say I like this here. And it's not all the same on all sides, so I'm going to copy that. You can just keep playing with it. I mean, this is a game of playing with shapes. It allows you to play with shapes, so. Starts molding it into whatever you want it to be. See? Myro's look a lot better than mine already. You can do lots of different things with them. Now that's just using a 4 diameter circle. You can do that with any of these. You can make your own 5 diameter, you can use a 6 diameter, you can do whatever, and just set it on the floor and see what it does. I've come up with some really weird patterns yesterday. I have a video on it, and y'all can see the patterns that I came up with doing this technique, but just have fun with it. I mean, y'all are welcome to do it in here. Don't worry about, messing up stuff as long as you don't mess up the walls. Don't worry about messing up the floors, I'll clean it back up. But just take a square and start fiddling with it. Playing with, you can play with anything in here. As long as you don't delete anything that somebody else did. But make copies. You can copy anything in this classroom. It's all, free to be copied. Or play with them, or shape boards down here y'all can play with if you want to. There are reactors, there are, lots of stuff. That's cool looking, Zell. Wow. See, this is why I have class. Because I love looking at all the different things you guys come up with. Ideas that come when you're in a group of people who are all working at the same time. You come up with some very interesting ideas. So Myro, did you use, is that the voxel glass?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I think it should be more glassy. It looks so green and I can't look through it It's a bit kind of
I think
disturbing.
Dave was talking about them trying to fix that.
Oh, okay.
On Twitter.
Oh, cool.
So I'm hoping it's something that they will clear up.
Yeah.
No pun intended. Hopefully they will clear it up. Build. If you don't want what you build copied by someone else, one, you probably don't want to build it here. Two, make sure you take it away when you leave. You delete it when you leave, because anything that I find that I think is cool, I make copies of and display. So, if you don't want it copied by other people, please take it with you. As I said, there's a lot of different designs you can do with other sizes other than just the 4 here. This gives you a Karen star with a circle in it, basically. You can get. I've made a hexagon with one of the sizes. But you just mess with stuff. I mean, that's all this is anyway, is, taking things that you see and doing things that other people didn't think about. Also, as always, if you do not see your country's flag on the wall and you would like to bring me a copy of your country's flag, I will be happy to display it. The only caveat I have to that is I don't have a lot of space, and I am an American, so I don't want a flag in here larger than my American flag. I do enjoy having flags up, so if your country is not represented by a flag, please feel free to bring me one. And display it here. But I understand I have the Norwegian flag, the Netherlands flag, the German flag, and Denmark flag, and Canadian and American so far. Now, I have had some people tell me that they're going to bring me the British flag, but I don't have it yet. Anyone have any questions? Anything that you would like me to try to make, or something on the walls that you don't understand that you would like to understand? Yes, colors are great in this game. Yep. Try change it. If you find something that you kind of like the pattern but you're not too sure about, try changing the color. Color can make or break any design.
I messed up my circle. I must do a new one.
Oh, no problem. Trying to figure out what you were doing. Circles can be really fun.
The glass tiles do the water sound if I jump on them. Oh my god.
No, I did not make the 5-point stars. You can copy it. I think copy it right off of the flag if you want. Actually, I think I can drop the templates that I had for the 5-point stars. I'm not even exactly sure who made them, but I got them from Lady K's museum. But I can drop a copy of them so you can template them.
The tile technique is awesome. Thanks for sharing.
There you go. Some of them are offset, so let me see. This the big one on the left's a mega. Oops. The second one is half offset to the back. The third one is a regular. This one is a half of one that is it's only a half in diameter, and then the one on the ends is super flat. Also called a sliver. So I actually have no clue how those were made. I think they're cool. Yantis made my flag for me. Well, me and him made it together actually, but he's the one who put all the stars up and made sure they were all in line and made sure that we had the right number of everything. But anyone who wants to can copy that flag. Anything else? Usually the class is longer, but usually I have a lot of questions. Just, basically, those are just the basics of making circles, plus a little bit of design stuff, so. For as many people as are here, y'all are very, very quiet.
Concentrated.
Oh, I messed up your floor.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the floor. I'm more worried about my walls than my floors. So yeah, that is one thing I was going to show you was this Karen star. I can show y'all that. If we take that circle that we started with, I'm going to take it upstairs because there's not enough room down here. If I take this pixel circle that we did, this 21, now you can do it with the cutout of the sphere. And you can do it in almost any size, as long as it is odd. You want an odd diameter. So I'm going to come over here and I'll show you how this works. We're going to make a heeled platform here. And I'm pulling it off the floor because, you know, my tile floors are really hard to put back in. So I tried to make it off the tile floor. So I have this. I have my circle, and I'm going to use the delete technique, or as negative pasting, or whatever you want to call it. The easiest way to do it with this is actually to hold control and left click. And I'm going to line it back up, mouse to move it over to where only it's barely overlapping with that. I'm going to do control click again, change my translate and move it down. Same down here. Oops. What happens when you don't hit control? Don't hold the control down.
So what does control change?
Control changes it to a negative. It does the negative of, yeah. You can do regular or paste. It's the same thing if you put it into tweak mode.
Okay, that's good to know.
Okay, then you're going to have this. What you're going to want to do is paint. It doesn't matter what you paint it with, just paint your star. You're going to paint your star here. Make sure you do not paint anything else, just the star. Okay, and because this is healed earth, now you want to use healed earth for this reason. Because this is healed earth, I can just select all of that, and all I'm going to get when I copy it is the star. Because healed earth is pre-generated earth and it cannot copy. Okay, now if you see over here on this side, there's a little warp on this side, so I'm going to clean it by doing the paste beneath technique. And though it still looks like it has it, if you copy the top layer off, you'll see that. You'll see that the glitch is now gone. Okay. Now, these ends are not quite straight, these points. Hold on 1 second. sorry, guys. That was my little sister. She just got married last week, so.
No problem.
That's the first time she's ever called me. But I don't talk to her too often, so it's pretty interesting that she called me. But okay.
Maybe you will.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. I miss seeing her. I went to her wedding, was the reason why I was not in class last Saturday. Okay. I went and I took this microvoxel string, which I call it a peg. I call it a peg because of the use that we're using it for. In essence, it's just a microvoxel string. It is a default top to bottom. No, I did not try to talk her out of it. Out of getting married. She needed it, actually. The guy's really good for her. So I'm going to take it, and this is my smallest microvoxel string, and I'm going to put it here on the end. And if you look at this, when I do it, you see how it straightens the end just a little bit. When you do this, these tips are not quite straight because of the overlapping in the circles. They're a little off. But on top of that, it also makes it just a little bit more pointy. They're not as dull on the ends either. I'm going to get standing in the right spot so I can see. Lining this up can be a little difficult as well. You can see I just totally put it in the wrong place. And if you're not sure, then you can put it back into tweak mode. And as you see it looks a little off, but I said as again, it's because the point is not in the right place. Not because the string is not. The string is in the right place, the point is not. And when you put it in, the point realigns with the string. But you will need to make sure you do it on all the ends. Okay. Now, when you go to copy this out, you do not necessarily need to copy those strings. The string, as I said, we use them as pegs, and I call them pegs because they are something that you use to change your design that is not actually a part of the design. You don't necessarily need them. If you want to copy them, you can copy them, but you don't need them. See, you get the same look even if you don't have them as a part of the design itself. It's just mainly there to straighten and to make things sharp. I don't know how many of you have ever seen... Yes, it would be nice if the arrow showed in demo mode. Have you ever seen those pictures that are made out of little nails that have like thread? They're like thread pictures, and they wrap the thread between the nails and make these beautiful art designs out of them. That's basically, I always called that pegging, and that's why I've called this these pegs, and doing this, I call it pegging. And other people call it pegging too, but that's the reason why I call it pegging. But geometric floors, a lot of people use a pegboard to make it. So You're welcome, Mima. Glad you could make it. So that's your Karen start. You can actually make a smaller one, as I did right here. I made a smaller version and then used the cutter to cut it out. Outside of the wall, it looks kind of glitchy, but if you stick it into something, it looks nice and clean. You can copy it out and see. This one up here was made by someone else, and it's clean. If you take it out of the wall and you look at it, it actually has the inside is actually clean edged, where the one that I did is not. I'm not too sure how they did that, but you're welcome to copy. I know I say that too much. You can also, instead of using these circles, you can actually use the ones that you cut out of the spheres, and it makes it a little bit easier to copy the star if you use the ones that are filled in, the circles that are filled in circles. Because actually in that way you can actually use regular earth and not necessarily the healed earth if you're using the regular circles and not the ones with the holes in the middle. Any other questions or design help or anything like that? Ooh. Zell always comes up with this cool stuff. He made my robot up there. You see my robot up here in the... He came and made that for me. You could make those Karen stars in quite a few sizes. Ooh, we've got some pretties down here too. Some bright lumicite. Looks like lattice, but in lumicite. But I'm also having a class on, not class, but I'm having a workshop on Saturday that's on furniture. And we are going to also have a giveaway on Saturday for the best furniture designs. And,
that's cool.
Yeah.
Furniture.
But the same as the lattice, the furniture has got to be made during class and from scratch or from the shapes that are on the voxel boards.
That's cool.
No templates. They have to be actually shapes off the voxel boards here. Ooh. I like the blue. I like the purple. Myro changed the purple. Glad everyone could come, and I'm happy to see so many people here.
Yeah, because you're a good teacher.
Well, thank you. I try my best. Jimmy, I don't know how you're supposed to, if you don't want to be in that guild, how to get out of it. I guess you should be able to leave it.
Press N, and then you have the guild interface.
Well, her guild interfaces. Oh, Shimmy, another thing. When the upload happened, did you clear your cache out? Can you hear me?
talking. Lame. No, it's not working. My end. And what happened before was whenever I logged in after the patch, all my items on my hotbar and then my inventory would be like a blue box with a red X on it, and I couldn't do anything. Yeah.
Did you clear your cache?
No.
That's what you need to do. You need to exit out of the game, go to your icon on your desktop, right click on it, and go to Files. At the top of the file, you should have a file that says cache. You need to delete it.
In the game directory.
The game directory.
Okay, I'll go and try.
You need to delete all the files that are inside that cache folder, and it'll recreate what you need. So just delete all that out, and then come back in, and it should clear up most of that, if not all of it.
Okay. I think it's Clovis's guild that I'm in.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
Said he was coming. I don't know if he's...
He just came online.
Oh, okay. He's a little late, but, I mean, he said he was coming to class.
Let's see. I'm in the game file thing.
I like your design, though. This is cool.
The thing I made?
Yeah.
Thank you. You were doing circles, and I was like, oh, I already know that, so I'll just go play around.
That's just fine. I mean, that's great. I mean, I like people who, people come, even if they don't know. Just one, I mean, a lot of people I see come in and just listen because, maybe I'll say something they don't know something about.
Oh, yeah, you did. You did do that. I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't know that. So,
yeah.
Yay.
And so then, I mean, you might learn something, and then while you're kind of just listening in, you can play around and, make something cool.
Yeah. Oh, it's the cache file, like the whole thing?
Yeah, just
folder?
Delete all of that stuff out of it.
Right.
All the files, everything that's in that cache folder.
Oh, it's in there. Oh. I deleted the whole file.
Yeah, that's okay. It'll remake it.
Oh, fine.
When you log in, it'll search for it, and if it's not there, it'll put it back in.
Alright.
It's not going to affect it. It's not going to affect your launcher. So, and your launcher always goes through and checks your files to make sure that they're right.
Alright.
What happens is that your cache folder keeps up with things that you do. So it keeps up with your information on your toolbar and stuff like that. But when they update it and the information doesn't match what the update needs, it can conflict, and you end up with things not working correctly.
Well, after
so
they did
anytime you upload, and especially when it's a big upload, you need to clear your cache.
Oh, okay. Well, after the server reset today, it fixed it. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. But then still guilds didn't work, so well.
Yeah, so go on and clear that out. See if that may fix your guild problem as well, because it should look for your information again, and it should reset everything to the information in which the server states you have. And that information, the information on what guild you're in, should be in the server information. And so it'll reset your personal information to the server information.
Well, I just did that. Log in now.
You should be able to, when you get in, to find it. Is it not letting you log in?
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, there.
Okay.
Oh, yay! It's another guild invite from Dobbin. Every time when I'm logging. Oh no! I mean, you're stuck in your tornado thing.
I've been there and done that. I get stuck in my own tornado sometimes.
And these stars. Oh.
Yeah, now hit N and see if your information comes up.
No.
Still not working?
No, I'll show you what I see. Maybe I don't know if it's different or not. I mean the rate call. There you go. You click on the link and I'll give you this. What the how to guild thing looks for me in the menu on the left. I don't think so.
Did you have your in button set for something else?
Nope.
I hit G.
I tried. There's nothing happening. Press G. So
Press
weird.
N. Press N. No,
Yeah,
you have to press
ours
N.
is an N.
The N key.
I know.
Yeah, she's
I
tried
know.
that. It doesn't work either.
Doesn't work.
I would take that screenshot and I would bug it. Send a bug report and then put that screenshot on the go to technical difficulties in the forums and send that screenshot in.
Oh yeah, okay. That's the same thing I did with the other thing when I couldn't use my inventory or any of it. Didn't really help, but I'll do that.
But the more they know about what's going on, the more chance they're going to have to fix it. The ability they'll have to fix it when they know, that it's because that's not happening on everybody, so it may not be happening on any of their accounts either.
Right.
So they
definitely
know about it. Oh, this looks like an engine. Now you got propellers on it.
I really like the little stars at some stairs.
Oh, yeah. They are a template I got from Lady K's house.
Oh, they're so cool.
That's cool. Zexadu said that he got a scythe from the starter pack that didn't work. Yeah, I remember seeing the was it on Twitter or on the update notes? So we're talking about fixing that.
Oh yeah, hands and see. My frames that are like really low when I'm in the classroom, but it doesn't feel like 10 frames when I move. It says 10 frames, but it feels like
mine's at 16. Yeah, mine's like running like 16, and mine's normally running at 30.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just the amount of stuff that's in here. When you build underground, it takes into account the air.
Oh.
And so it's different from being above ground because it's all procedural and it doesn't have to take the frame rate issue doesn't come as bad with procedural. But when you're talking about deleted air, it has to take into account the deleted air. And then I have, lights that are overlapping each other, and those also cause it as well. I got my kites up there in the sky. Made these kites one day. I was kind of bored and just got an idea that I thought kites would be cool. I just had an idea that I thought Karens would have kites.
Yeah.
They're so much into textiles that, and you know how cats are when it comes to stuff that's in the air. Floating around. They like floaty around things. So I just thought Karens would like kites. They're, they have Asian build anyway, so they're Chinese kites.
Right.
Didn't see any reason why they wouldn't like them.
Hello.
Hey, Clivis.
Hey ho.
What are you all doing?
We now are just chatting because the class is pretty much over.
Aha.
We're a little late for the class.
Oh.
But, I mean, I can do a run through for you if you want. Basically just making circles.
Oh, okay.
And then playing with circles.
Oh, okay.
Today, fun with circles.
Yeah,
Nice.
fun with circles. But if you want to come downstairs, I'll run through it real quick with you. I mean, I can sit here. I guess I can do it this way. I can just show you exactly what we did. Downstairs at the tornado. Well, you see the tornado template up there. The big things that look like a tornado.
Yep.
Yep, that
Actually,
is
I'll-
a pixel circle template. Pixel circle template has all of the pixel circles from 6 diameter to 85 diameter. Somebody, I guess, I mean, you can go online. There's a pixel circle generator. You can look up online. There's like 2 or 3 of them where you enter in the dimensions of the circle, and it tells you where you need to place the blocks.
Yeah.
But you feel free to copy this. I would suggest if you're going to copy it in sections and not all at once. Because if you ever want to use it, you don't want to have to put it down all at once because it takes up that much space.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, if you do, I did it like in sections of 10. If you do it in sections, then you can just, like down here, you can just plop down the section that you want, that you're going to use at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, can I take a template of the stars?
Yes, you can template anything that's here. But this is 20 to 30 here, and what I did is I took out the 21 because I showed two different ways of making the circles. One using the pixel template, and the other doing the sphere cut technique.
Okay.
So what I did was I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to show you how because
Yeah, sure.
So I took the 21 out here, and I stacked, and I came over here and I added a row on the inside of regular, just the regular default shape
Okay, yeah.
into one row on the inside. Then I stacked it 7 times, and then I selected the 5 in the center, the 5 rows in the center, all the way around, like the whole selection. And I did a regular smooth on it 7 times.
7 times, okay.
And 7 times, and then I selected the center out.
Yeah.
And I brought it right here, and I pasted it down. This one is
Which
right
one
here,
is
and then
on
I colored it. I painted it obsidian. I painted obsidian because we call this the obsidian test. If you look at it, you can see obsidian shows warps a lot better than most of the other, many of the other materials. So if you want to make sure that something is not warping, you paint it obsidian. And then look at it from different angles. And if it's not warped, it's not going to look warped in any other texture.
Okay, nice. Well, that's good to know.
The other way is to do the sphere technique, basically. I'm going to do a smaller one, though. This is it done in 21. I'll show you the technique in a smaller diameter. Let's do a 7 by 7. So you do a 7 by 7 by 7 selection box. Then you use your add tool, or actually you would do it in 21 if you were going to do it like that. You're going to use your add tool. You're going to change your add tool is in cube. You're going to change it to a sphere by hitting C.
Yeah.
And it'll make it sphere. So then you're going to hold your shift down and click on the box with the sphere. And that will give you your...
Oh.
Like that. And then you hit your click and it drops it down.
Ah, nice. Oh, okay. Cool.
And then what you'll do is you'll do... Well, this is a 21. And then your second... You're going to do that. You're going to start it again. You're going to make a box. If you're doing the 21, you're going to do it in... your next one's going to be 17.
Okay. Yeah.
This one, I'll have to do it in 5, though it's not going to come out right. You'll do a 5 by 5. You're going to do a 5 by 5 for this one. 5 by 5 by 5. And then you're gonna go to the delete tool this time instead of your add tool. Make sure it's still on the sphere. Shift click on the box, and you're going to insert your smaller sphere into your larger sphere. And you're going to line it up so it's directly in the center. This can be a little hard and a little tedious, but if it's not exactly right, your circle's not going to look right.
Especially with the larger ones, that's...
Yeah, the little one's not going to turn out looking too good. I can tell you that right now, just letting you know. See, because it's so little, and because the difference in the sizes between that one and this one has a larger range. I got to this one, which is the 21 with the 17 cut out of the middle, and it's already cut out. And I selected the center.
Yeah.
So selected the center slice like this way. I made sure it was centered, make sure it was center slice, and it came out over here. And I did some smoothing on this side, smoothed it out a little bit, and then pasted an exact copy behind it to smooth the back a little bit more. And it came out like this, a little, not exactly like this, because only one side of it was correct. If you can see only one side of it up here, it looks right. And so then I copied the corner that I liked and pasted it around. And so this is about as smooth as I could get doing the sphere technique. But if you see, the outside of it is a little bit better, not as wobbly as the pixel technique, but the pixel technique doesn't have the jags in it.
Right.
These small warps that are really hard to get totally out of it. Now with a little bit of voxelmancy, it can probably be corrected. But as I said, the worse you do it, it just gets it all messy. But that's just the general how to do circles. Quick and dirty version of circles.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Then we went upstairs and was putting circles onto our checkerboard floor. Up here, I did a little 4 by 4 circle. That I just made by doing, 2 blocks, 4 blocks, 4 blocks, 2 blocks in rows.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
And then smoothing it, like this is it here, the 2 blocks, 4 blocks, 4 blocks, 2 blocks. Yeah. And smoothing it down 6 times and sticking it on, just setting it on top of the floor. And it comes out. And then you copy that out and just kind of mess with it after that, because when you copy it out, it's kind of jaggedy. And you'll do that line tool technique. So if you see it's jaggedy on top, you just use your line tool to flatten it out.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you just take which parts you like and mess with it until it was mine, and this one was Myrothas. Myrothas did that, and his turned out really nice. But you can do that with any size circle, putting it onto a checkerboard, just set it onto a checkerboard and get, but make sure when you paste it down, you paste it with air. You paste the circle with air to get, or the design won't come out. interestingly.
Yeah.
But you could try it both ways, with and without air. And
Okay.
then we did the Karen Star. I took the
Yeah,
same
that one I
circle
know.
that we did downstairs, and I showed you this, didn't I? I showed you this.
The other day.
Yes, I did the other day. So you know all of that part.
Yeah.
That was the quick run through. That is the 10-minute version of the 1 hour class.
Yeah, nice. Thank you so much. I have one question here.
Okay.
When smoothing out, up your stack circle, and you're smoothing it out, the center,
Mm-hmm.
do you just have to play around to get it as round as possible, or?
Generally, I do 7 regular smooths on it.
Okay.
Not the micro smooths, but the regular ones. Not you just use the
Okay.
smooth tool straight up. Not the control.
Nothing will go wrong.
That generally gets it about right.
Alright, yeah. Nice.
So-
Because I've heard so many say that there's so many
Yeah.
ways to do it. So,
It is, and sometimes you want to play with it. I've just found that more than 7, it'll start jagging up and down.
okay.
And I don't like that. So generally, I stick with 7. I was doing 5, taking it out, and doing it, 3 or 4 more, where I would stack it up again and do it again. I
Yeah.
found it really didn't matter all that much, so I just got to where I just did 7 and then just pulled it out.
Alright. Okay, well, thank you so much.
Yes, well, thank you for coming and seeing what all we have.
Yeah, sure.
But as I said, this technique here to make designs, try different size circles. I ended up making this up here with one of them, with a little bit larger circle. I ended up just messing with it until I got
cool.
that. Sun
Nice.
pattern. I made a hexagon, not this hexagon. That's not a hexagon, but I made a hexagon and was making some floor patterns with hexagons and what else did I do? Messed a lot with that, but it's all in my other video. the video I put up yesterday, or yesterday or this morning. I always forget. The last videos I put up have the just messing around with circles
Alright.
in it, and that's doing those. Wow. Miss Mad's making some cool stuff over here. Love Shimmy's design over here. Oh, you're making a rocket gyro.
Yeah, well, that's right. I thought that the pattern on the inside is doing cool stuff when you do this. It's like on the top. Oh.
His is like almost filling up a whole room in my art gallery. So I'm gonna have to, whatever you do, I'm gonna have to put in another room.
That's okay.
It's great. I love them. I love this 3D artwork. It's just amazing. I love what everybody just comes up with. It just gets to be so cool looking. Isaac, to do. You could come. What's up?
I think sounds inside.
Just so much cool stuff you can do with this game. I love just playing with things every once in a while. Copy and paste is your friend.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be good.
So the amount of time that your vote on a claim lasts before you have to revote has also gone up, just like the claim upkeep.
Wann was
15
los?
days.
Cool.
Ja, ich sitze gerade am Rechner. Wieso, was ist los?
Yeah, finally, I went through and I went spunking yesterday just so I could finally get all of mine up to 15 days. Well, not just so. I enjoy spunking, so.
I think you created a really weird pattern in the. Complicated, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I like this one.
That's cool looking. Looks kind of techy.
So bright. I mean, if the setting's low, the lightning is like all funky.
Mm-hmm. I think it looks better like that. I think when it was doing it the other way, it was doing some funny stuff.
What? Oh, with the thing, you mean?
Yeah,
Like
when
that?
you put the bottom in, it kind of,
Yeah.
it doesn't make the inside look as delicate.
No, I think this is better. I like how the little pieces are still intact.
Yeah. So what
Hey.
color orb are you wanting to put in it?
In here,
Yeah.
should
Like
there be
that.
an orb?
It-
Oh
I
yeah.
You
Good
could make
idea.
it pretty little and make it as little as possible, and then it'll just light up the middle.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, I don't have any.
I got a white one.
Oh yeah, that's great. And that's diamond. Shiny.
Like that.
It looks nice. Yeah, I like that. Cool idea.
Almost needs to go up a little bit. I don't even know if I can reach it now. Yeah, see, it lights. If you put it up a little bit higher, it lights it up.
Oh wait, top was different from the bottom. Why is that?
I don't know, but I think it's cool.
Oh really? Oh, it was a mistake or an accident.
I think a mistake if you think it's a mistake, since you are the one who's creating it.
Well, yeah,
It's
but
like
I
two
guess
totally separate designs.
that's true.
Oh,
I'm
because you
supposed to
turned
say
it.
hello.
Oh, because it's turned.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yep. Find that it happens a lot. A lot of things happen by mistake.
Now that I know how to use putty, yay! Oh look, the corner is now nice. It was glitched a little bit. Okay. Like that. Well. Oh!
It's okay, I'll try to fix the top first.
What?
I'm gonna see if I can get some of your little glitchies out.
Alright.
Let's see if they're actually little glitchies or not. It might not be.
No?
In there, slightly.
Yeah. Oh. Well, it's not a perfect circle either. That's probably the problem.
It's just one of the techniques used to fix glitchies. That's why they call it the fixer.
Yes.
Because I come around and do little things like this to fix little glitches.
I feel like it's still missing something.
There you go. You can change your coloring some.
Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, I was looking at the wall here. I was like, oh, that's like a pattern that I made in class. Someone else made it. Then I was like, oh, wait, no, she just copied mine because I left mine.
Yeah.
Like,
You leave it here, it goes on the wall somewhere. Either on this wall or my other one. Actually, Schrodinger cat taught me how to do all this. How to fix glitchies up.
I really like this thing where they put Raka's design on top of it. Did you ever make this?
That's cool, Donna.
Very sci-fi.